So shall we start?
Yeah.
So, hi everyone. This is Sprint 15 retro closing session. It's Monday, September 13th. And let's check in with how everyone is doing. How are you feeling right now? What is your goal for today? And how would you like to use our time together in this call? Well, for me, hi Griff. I'm feeling good, focused, and my goal for today is to get to have an overview of what have been done so far and what remains. And I'm looking forward to use the first 30 minutes for retro session and the last 30 minutes for pre-planning. And as Griff cannot make tomorrow's meeting, I really want to have him comment on the plan for the sprint 16. And I would pass it to Griff.
I feel pretty good. Just hanging out last day in Barcelona and hanging out with friends, just signed the Giveth house lease for 7 years. So that's pretty cool. We have a home in Barcelona for better part of a decade. So that's great. And and as far as the sprint, I'm excited to just get it going. You know, we all know we have a lot to do, so it's time to get back to work. I'll pass it to Lauren.
Good morning, everybody. I'm feeling great. I am, my goal for today is, I want to do some GIV documentation stuff, and then also just, talk to Marco about design stuff, and how I'd like to use my time on this call. I don't know. Yeah, just to catch everyone up and to sync up on everything. I don't know. Nothing so specific. I'll pass it to Ashley.
Hey guys. I'm definitely feeling much better than I was feeling yesterday. My goal for today, Give economy-wise, is I went through and did some more verification on pending applications, so I want to make sure that those badges get added to the projects today, as well as try to reach back out to Alex. And he had kind of passed it off to somebody else, so I just need to touch base because we're waiting on API keys and we still haven't got them, so we can move forward with the giving block integration. I think those are my two biggest priorities, Give economy-wise today. And the time on the call is really, I just want to kind of catch back up. I've been a little absent the past few weeks, so I just kind of want to get back in the loop, see what's been going on, and that's it. And I'll pass it to Mia.
Good morning. I'm feeling okay. I slept most yesterday, so just managing my energy levels. My intention is just to take notes and to be caught up and synced. And I'll pass it back to Donna. Oh no, you haven't gone.
Hi. Yeah, I'm so excited about how we're going. Now I'm back from a short vacation, and I'm so excited about the new design, and hopefully Sheriff will be full-time completed for us after 10 days. And I'm trying to, my focus is just currently in Bridge and Give economy token. I'm making the skeleton of the Web3 stuff. Yeah, that's it. And that's, I pass it to Dana.
Okay, thank you guys. Well, let's go to project management. Start updates from everyone. Project management from myself. I created a board, a Kanban board on Miro, which you can see. Mia, can you click on the? I put the link. It's inside the meeting notes. Also, I put it in the scheduling channel and Give Economy channel. You can go and we do the planning and updating everything in there from now on. And you can look around. It has Mia, can you? Sorry, because I cannot share my screen because my laptop was I don't know why my Discord has some problem. Can you click on the original?
Okay, it's going.
Have you seen it, guys?
Yeah, I took a look at it before the meeting. I don't quite understand the flow, but I think that once we talk about it some more, I can understand the idea.
Yeah, that's why I want to present. Can you go to the original so everyone can have it and their laptops as well? So on the top, we have team alignment map, which shows the joint objectives, joint commitments, joint resources, and joint risk. I fill it out based on my understanding. So just if you have any comments, you can put it there. Each section in like 5 sections, and I assign each section a color. Like for example, yellow is for project management, Give Drop is blue, Gardens is dark green, Give Farm is a light green, and Give Backs is gray. And the objectives, I just did it like I put a rough objective there. You can change it. For example, for Give Drop, I put implement and make it happening. For Give Garden, just put a stable version on Xsty and Rinkerby. And for Give Farm, I put get token live. And for Give Back, again, get them live. But if you want to change it, you can change it. And for joint commitments, I assign people there based on the last meetings and the tasks that we've been working on. And for joint resources, I put the resources we need for each section. And joint risks, I just put 2, but you can complete it. Like for example, we should double check to make sure that we have the addresses correctly on Give Drop. And Aragon doesn't connect to Frame. We cannot do. It's impossible to deploy an agent without Frame. And then at the bottom, the following section, you can see the action plan, which is in Kanban method. We have 4 columns: to do, in progress, done, and blocked. And the number in front of each just shows the number of tasks at the bottom of that line. So in this section, for to do, we have 8 tasks. And for in progress, we have 13 tasks. Done, we have 0. And blocked, we have 3. And for example, for to do, and again, I assigned the colors here, so you can know which one is for which section. And also, I assigned some tags to them. For example, test tag. Some tasks are organization. Some tasks are development. Some tasks are problem solving. Some tasks are just need some software tools. And the design tasks and governance. So you can also add tasks there and also add tags as well. And yeah, and I put like For example, give garden, test gardens on each side, which is my task. I have to do it after it wasn't working on Sunday. I don't know whether we've tested it or not, but it's not working. I have to again check, and if it works, I just send you guys send the blurb and send you guys to go and test it. So it's in to-do list, in progress. For example, we have distribution policy that's going on the forum, and it's under the in progress column. We have blocked tasks, which is the Merkel block list, which is also it's waiting for the distribution policy to be confirmed. And you can see the
little arrow at the right-hand side, far right-hand side of each task, which connects it to the objective. And yeah, you can also add comments. I add comments by like sticky notes. And for example, the bow and show workshop is now blocked because Aragon doesn't allow to use frame. And the whole point of the workshop was like using it as use frame as an agent. And so it's blocked. And yeah, that's it. You can go there. From now on, I just maintain this, and everyone can go there and assign the tasks to themselves. And group wants everyone to go there and assign tasks to themselves. And yeah, that's the whole thing. So you can add your comments, you can just change the objectives, and yeah, that's it. And
yeah, I have a question. Should our all activities, on the token and your economy be private, right? So we cannot open source the issues and comment on the, work on those on GitHub, for instance, on an open source project.
I think I have to create a Zen hub for development of for aligning the development team. So this is just a whole overview. It just gives a whole overview in our sprint. And I'm going to create a Zen hub for Give Farm and Give Drop maybe. So you guys can use that Zen hub for micro, really technical stuff, to managing really technical stuff. So
it's open source. I mean, you can. We're talking about it, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, because then we can move all of that to GitHub, not just developing stuff. First of all, so commenting and anything and other stuff can be assigning can be so easy. Also, we can have Kanban on ZenHub. It's simple. Just we have the same tool, but we use only 3 columns instead of multiple columns. So I appreciate your.
I added blocks because I think it's just needed.
Sorry, what?
You think that we use GitHub instead is better?
I prefer that because I want to check in just on a single, single page. And GitHub and Miro, when you find that stickers, they are so beautiful. However, it's more cleaner. You can assign multiple people. You can have any tags, and you don't need, if you want. On GitHub, on ZenHub, I mean. On ZenHub, you can assign tags to users, comment there, put in a link. You can have long history of conversation. That's it.
just commenting. If you want to continue as a private project, it would be cool. We can still use ZenHub, but it's not free for private project for all. Just you have some trial day. I guess just 1 month trial for private repository.
Okay, for repository and those stuff, I think we should use ZenHub. This is just for technical management, but for like an overview of what's going on and for non-technical stuff, I think it's really useful. So I know what's your concerns, and I really I agree with you, but I think for like management stuff, this is really cool. We just need it to be simple, no repository, not nothing. Just have a board to see, to have an overview of what's going on beside the meeting notes. So yeah, I think for like technical stuff, I have to create the ZenHub board because of the collaboration and the alignment with GitHub and everything. But for non-technical management, I think this is just enough. I think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
Yeah. But for like technical, yeah, it's not, you cannot manage the technical stuff here. And okay, anyone has comments here? Okay, so I assume nobody has comments. And yeah, this is the roadmap. This is a template that I created, but I think I need your collaboration on this, and I'm not sure whether we can use this or not. I mean, can you just check it out? And also everyone else, just to see, because yeah, it's a bit.
Where's the link? The link in Miro?
The link in Miro is just Give Economy Roadmap is the name, but I'm going to send it, but it's in the meeting notes as well. So okay. If you go to meeting notes, you can see it. And yeah, this is just a template. It's not complete. And you can see the 4 sections that we have. I put the design. I do like dual roadmap, one for development, one for design, and we can put like the epics inside the colored rectangle, the long rectangle, and put the milestones in the milestones and the like the rocket that is there, the arrows, and put also at the end of that I just put a priority chart, priority versus effort, and you can this is not a one day thing. I have to just sit with you guys to just sort it out, but it's just a priority versus effort thing, and you can put the epics there, and based on the effort you can put it, we can plan it and put it in the feature list, the chart in the above the like the beside the arrows with the feature list and the type of users that we have, and to give a snapshot of what we are using. But I have a meeting with Fresho to just make sure that, I mean, to just align with everyone on the roadmaps, the tools that they are going to use, and how to just organize it. So this is just what I've done, but it's finalized at all. So yeah, that's for project management. Let's go to the next section. Let's give drop. Guys, do you have any comments on that?
On the project management, I think it looks cool. I don't know if the roadmap one is worth all the maintenance yet, but I definitely like the Kanban one for sure. I think it'll be nice just so we all know what we're working on, whether it's in ZenHub or Notion or Miro. I mean, I don't really care what I'd say. If you're maintaining it, Donna, then you're the one who gets to choose where to put it, especially if you're maintaining it.
Yeah. And let's go to give drop.
Yeah, so for give drop, I'm working on a forum post for the additional give drop distribution. There's like 3 million tokens that we're distributing to a bunch of other donors, so that's cool. Hannah is Hannah here? Yeah. Hannah has been making progress on redoing the original spreadsheet so that we can make sure that we have we found some errors before, and so she's doing a good job at building a second cleaner spreadsheet. And I think that's pretty much it. The big blocker is just the forum posts and feeling like we have some consensus on the current contributors section. And yeah, that's so rock the vote, go out and vote on any of those forum stuff, but to give some signals.
But when the result is just, when we are going to decide with which proposal we are going to move forward.
Well, I would like to see. I actually haven't looked at the forum posts in a few days. Let me see the current contributors one, because I would like to say that we just need a few people, like a nice chunk of people to have voted, basically.
Actually, I DM'd everyone that I think can contribute.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I think 2 people added to I think the last update was Willie also added a suggestion, and Hannah also added, and
we have 10.
Yeah.
So that's probably good enough just to go with vesting, I think. Does anyone else? I mean, 70-30.
Okay. So I think.
Do we need to put this on our GIV, or can we just go ahead with it?
I think we can just go ahead with it. I don't think it's something that needs to be like. I don't know. Other people. Oh, hey, look! Now we got another one. Now it's 64-36.
Somebody last minute was like.
Yeah, someone in this call is voting no. But I still think 64-36 is still pretty good enough to move forward. I don't think we should be debating everything for weeks like this, honestly.
Yeah,
I agree.
So I'll just, unless there's a 12th voter that just pops in as another no. I think we can bring that up in the governance call today, maybe, and ratify it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I've got on the agenda, getting that knocked out. I changed my vote 3 times.
Nice.
Okay,
So, yeah.
on gardens. Oh, okay.
No, that's it. That's it for give drop.
Okay, for gardens, I'm going to test it today. If it's on, I can provide a blurb and prepare a blurb and just communicate with you guys and ask you to test it. And one Hive is keep upgrading the version and improving the interface and the documentation and UX and UI. And on GIF farm, I mean, what's the last update?
Yeah, I investigate how Balancer tools is working. You know, they are different than Uniswap and Unipool and SushiSwap. I can say that I basically know how it's working, and it's an implementation to calculate the APR based on the how because it's weighted pool. It's you have to query multiple smart contracts, but it will be done today. So we will have the APR for all pools.
Okay. And what about Cherik? When he's going to work full time for us?
It will be at about, let's see, I should check our calendar. It will be about 10 days later. But he can contribute as part time, and he pinged me today to say that I have free time, a few hours free time, so I can contribute. I want to first make the application build a working version and allow him to implement the new design based on that.
Okay, and for design, I saw the last update was of Give Farm and Give Garden, and we all gave feedback, but I think Marco cannot work on them. Rodri should work, and Lauren, what's the update on that?
Oh, I think Marco's working on them actually. He started the designs also for Givebacks, the Givebacks page and the Give stream. So, they're not finished, but they're there in the Figma, and I made a bunch of comments on it yesterday. So, yeah, I think he's still going to be working on it this week. I don't know what if Rodri's helping with that, but to my knowledge, I think it's mostly Marco.
Okay, and Give Farm and Give Gardens design, when they are going to be finalized?
Well, they all kind of are connected, but yeah, there's a couple of tweaks from the comments made, making sure that the stream is properly represented on the Give farm, and yeah, I think a couple of tweaks, but maybe sometime this week. I don't know, because I can't really speak for Marco, but yeah, there were a few small changes that are still being made.
And do you think we should invite Marco to these meetings?
We can definitely invite him, but I don't know. We should invite him, but maybe he's not coming because he's busy. I don't know.
His mom's in the hospital right now, so he's MIA this week a little bit.
That's why I told Rodri maybe work on it. I'm not sure. But
Well, Rodri's upstairs right now, so that's cool.
Nice.
I can ask him.
And for development, we have the updates, and I haven't heard from Bowen. What did he do with that frame?
So we have good news, maybe. Sem kind of deployed something to IPFS that we could use, an older version of Aragon that should work with Frame. But Bowen, I don't think Bowen's had a chance to confirm that it works or not. But
Okay.
I'm hopeful.
So, in the old version of Aragon, it may work, but Bowen have to. And for givebacks, well, we already onboarded Mohammed, and Fabio handed it over to Mohammed. Yeah.
The handover was halfway there. I think they're scheduling a call. I talked to Mohammed today. He's going to talk to Fabio and sort out a call to finalize his understanding of it.
Okay. and make decisions on scope in a proposal. I don't know what's that like. Is it? Okay.
It's not. Yeah, it's just not there yet. I think we can skip it. It's not there yet. We just have to actually detail out what we're doing for givebacks.
Okay. And the whitelist, adding whitelist eligibility display and the designs, as Lauren said, it's ongoing. Marco is working on them. And let's go to project verification. The last update that I have is Ashley is waiting for Giving Block to give the API keys. What's the update on that, Ashley?
Yeah, it's still so Alex passed it off to another guy on the team who hasn't responded with the keys yet. So I'm gonna write another email today and kind of poke them and see if I can make some progress there, as well as, and I think that I can even at the same time kind of introduce the idea of Gemini maybe accepting give tokens or the Giving Block being able to accept them. I don't think that a project being able to accept give tokens should decide their eligibility, because our only projects that won't be able to accept give tokens are Giving Block projects. So yeah, that's the status with that.
The only thing is we can't allow them to be verified projects at launch if we give everyone give tokens, because then it'll be too hard.
Yeah. I talked with Mateo and Carlos, and I mean, it'll still be nice to have them on the interface. I think it will really help make our platform a lot more robust, just having a lot of really nice projects on there.
Definitely.
Okay. And there is no update on Gemini?
No, I think that I can kind of, when I reach out today, kind of include that idea and see just kind of what Alex thinks about it and what's the best way to move forward in making that happen. Because I think that's the best point of contact. I spoke with Willie a little bit, and he has a contact with Gemini, but I think if we can get Alex to kind of be on our side and advocate for us as well, and then Willie can kind of contact his person, and we're trying to be a little bit strategic about it because we really want it to be a possibility.
Okay. So let's go to Sprint 16 priorities pre-planning. For project management, I think I'm going to use the board that I created. Also, I work on the roadmap, maybe make it simpler or more usable. I have a meeting with Fresho and Monique to work on that. And yeah, that's it. Let's go to GiveDraw. Griff.
I mean, yeah, we should. I think the big step this time will be to have all the distributions out, and then to confirm that, because if the current contributors is done, at least for vesting, then we can confirm the numbers. And right now the voting is unanimous, but maybe when the vesting is confirmed, other people will vote no, because that's how it happens. But then so it's getting the current contributors sorted, getting the additional the Give DAO, I don't know, the charity DAO's distribution sorted, and Hannah's audit. And I feel like there's one more. Oh yeah, we need to also just the full distribution of the percentages that go to each spot needs to also become a forum post.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's everything.
Yeah, and I think another 10 days for that post, maybe more, because it's with doing with numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Then for Give Gardens, it's just testing on XDAI and just make sure it's so stable and the big issues are solved. For Give Backs, make sure Muhammad is now onboarded, should be onboarded totally. And the designs and everything should be finalized, yeah? And for Gift Farm, do you have any comments on Give Backs?
No. I mean, okay, Mohammed, I just don't know. Mohammed will do something with givebacks. And maybe we'll start sorting out the very detailed scope. I probably will do that with Willie while I'm in Denver.
Okay. And for Give Farm, okay, really scope it out. Okay, and for Give Farm, what is your plan for this sprint?
I should implement the farming. I should implement the API calculation, staking, and harvesting, and unstaking. Although, and then the rest of we can implement the claiming things for the stream. These are my task work. My priorities, although I can get help from Shorik as far as he become available, and we will push forward on designing, implementing the UI.
Okay. So for the, I'm going to come back and give your feedbacks on each part. So let's go to design. Lauren, can you tell us what's the goals of this sprint?
Well, I'd love it if we finish the design for if we finish the design for this whole tabbed section, so the Give Stream page is still outstanding, and there needs to be some tweaks on givebacks, and just finish up what's there for Give Farm, just so that all of those things work in harmony together. But yeah, I think it's feasible to finish it this week. But yeah, I'll sync up with Marco and see what he's thinking, and maybe empower Audrey if he needs to take it on.
You're breaking up a lot. I think maybe your speaker sensitivity is
yeah.
Huh.
Or if you just talk louder, it'll probably just work.
Okay. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So
now we are here.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, I was just saying that I think we could finish this week, and I'll try to empower Rodri if he needs support, if Marco needs support with his situation.
Okay, so we finished the whole design of Give Economy and Giveth.io mini page, yeah? Okay. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Okay. For development, please just say the things that are not said on the top, so it's not just repetitive. So for development, do you have anything that you haven't raised now, so far, for the next sprint?
You mean that any blocker or feature that?
Yeah, any blocker or any technical development, or anyone who joins, for example, a new back office developer joined or something like that.
The only thing was the discussion with Edu about harvesting all the farms via one transaction. I was concerned about gas. I discussed that with Lauren, and she talked with Griff about it. But I think it's not a big deal. We can do it. I'm not blocked by anyone. Just I feel this. I don't know. No, it's not clear for me. Give me, help me. You know. Marco has designed just one button for claiming all the farms, all the farms reward. And he imagined that only one transaction harvests all the farms.
Yeah, I think I can jump in on that. So, because Lauren and I were talking about it yesterday, I don't think we should do it. I mean, because doing it for mainnet could be needlessly expensive for some. Like if they just have a little bit, and I think it might cause user error. So I think Lauren actually changed the designs last night to remove the button, right, Lauren? Or what were your thoughts on how to go forward with that, Lauren?
Yeah, well, after I talked to Amin and we were talking about like how it's possible, I mean, I put maybe remove the button and then we could have like the claim on each page, and then just for the give farm page, not have like the claim all thing, and rather like each of the individual cards. So for like each pool has their own claim. But yeah, I don't know, but I kind of like also like left it open for like comments from Marco and stuff. I was like, maybe we could remove this. It's possible to implement, but maybe it would cost too much money to pay all the gas for like aggregating everything on mainnet.
Great if you have a smart contract that accepts the addresses of the farms, addresses of the, of course, address of the farms, and on the UI, when user clicks that button, we see which of those has a non-zero balance, and just pass those addresses to that smart contract and just claim the non-zero reward farms. So how much it will affect the gas value?
Yeah, it will affect it a lot. I mean, I think it's a small feature that has marginal impact, and it's not worth the development time and thought, personally.
Okay. Cool.
It's a great feature that we can add for after we launch, right? Or something.
Yeah. And XDAI probably.
Yeah, probably just for XDAI. And I think that's the thing, is like it makes total sense for XDAI. It might make sense for some users sometimes for mainnet, and other times the button will be there highlighted and a user will click it and be like, oh, I just spent $200 in gas to get $3. So it's just it's not worth it.
Another alternative was to, like PancakeSwap, there is one harvest button, but it pop-ups one for each pool. I thought that can be a second option, but as you said, that we want to remove that button.
I would remove the button because it still lends itself to user error. It still might pop up, hey, you should do this transaction. And the user wants to click it, and then it might cost, a lot of gas to claim almost no tokens. So it's just not worth it.
No, just non-zero farms, non-zero reward farms.
Yeah, but what if it's one give token?
Okay, yeah.
Or, and then we have to like figure out how many. It's just like scope creep.
Yeah. This makes it complicated. All right.
And I mean, what's your target? I mean, what's the development plans for this sprint, except from Give Farm and the things that you mentioned?
I have nothing else. I had planned to spend some time on refactoring Bridge for US trace. But if anything is priority here, we can talk about it.
Okay. For project verification, Ashley, what are you going to do this sprint?
Yeah, added a couple of things in here. Just what we talked about, getting the API keys, talking with them about accepting Give tokens, and then just pinging Mateo to add the badges to the newly verified projects. It's really easy. He just has to switch a boolean in the database. So usually if I message him, it's done within like an hour. He's awesome.
Okay. And based on Lauren request, I didn't put project verification in the board. I put it afterwards. And Ashley, can you just, because I'm not sure about the tasks, so can you just make sure that your tasks are there?
Yeah, I can go in and adjust that. I guess now I kind of understand a little bit more of the flow. So I would just add them to the like to do in progress area. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. And based on Lauren's request, I added comms as well. So Lauren, what's your plan for this sprint and comms?
Yeah, so can you guys hear me okay now? Just quickly. Yay. Yeah. Great. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so we have the documentation like in progress. Mitch has already done his parts, and so we want to finish the documentation for this week, and then I want to maybe put together like at least a draft of the airdrop article, the gift drop piece.
And can you put the link inside the notes or send it to me or Mia to put it in the notes?
Sure, yeah, I will. Okay, thanks.
And spring.
Hey guys, I just have a question. Can I?
Yeah.
I just need to know how much resource do you need from Muhammad? Half of his time, 1/3 of his time. Can you guess, please?
I think
Yeah, I would guess a third or less.
Thank you. And I have lots of questions about the verification, and I think it is a side effect of my resources on Giveth staff from Metal. I can't see, it's not very clear to me. I think I actually reached out to him and defined the task, but it's not very clear to me. It has a side effect in Star.io or anything that I have to know.
No, he just goes in and it literally just takes a couple minutes to just change it from false to true in the database so that the badge is added to the projects as far as Mateo. And then with the APIs for the giving block integration, is actually Carlos that's working on that. Once I get the keys for him.
I'm not sure. It's not very clear for me. I saw lots of issues by Carlos about the blocks, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's an epic in the Zen Hub board around the giving block integrations, so you can see like the different issues under there. At this moment, all of them are blocked because we don't have the right permissions, like the right keys, and so we're just waiting to get those keys from the giving block. Is that more clear?
Yeah, sure, clear, but I think we can define it, in teams and get it after instead of reaching out the individuals. I assume because it's not very clear for me, and I can't manage them all. And I appreciate if you can describe it more for me and all the team. I don't know if you have meetings with both of them, Carlos and Metal, for this issue or.
I guess we could talk about it in the dev call later a little bit more. I'm not sure what about it isn't clear.
Yes, we have 7 minutes, and can you guys just talk in the dev call or? After, because I think we can finish it in less than in 5 minutes. So if you just want, you can remain in the meeting and then we just finish soon and you can talk.
Okay.
This is for comms, and we have no onboarding, nothing for onboarding. Because
One thing to check is I saw Hannah dropped in, and I was curious if she wants to give an update on the give drop spreadsheet.
Okay,
Yeah. Definitely. So basically, we have the spreadsheet totally updated for, like, it has everything from kind of our, like, everything from the spreadsheet brought into one, neatly arranged. And we're still missing some addresses, which Bowen and I are working on tracking down, but we do have the numbers in there for all of those. And then we have in, like, all of the edge cases, and everything seems to be checking out. There's a few checks. We're still combining, like, Griff and Santa, so we can really see where we're at in terms of, like, every contributor. But that shouldn't take too long, because it seems like there's not actually, like, too many of those cases with, like, multiple addresses. So that's the update of where that is at. And then we have nothing for current contributors yet, because I think in the Gov call, talk about the vesting and what we're going to do there. So then once we have that, we'll be able to add that in pretty easily. And then the spreadsheet will be, like, pretty much good to go, and, like, good for review in case anyone else sees any, like, addresses that need to be combined or anything like that.
Okay, great. Thanks. And Griff, because tomorrow you are not in the meeting, can we just go through your ideas in each section, and then tomorrow in the meeting for planning, everybody else can just give their comments and take tasks?
Sure, I can be pretty quick. It's mostly just all the give drop stuff, and then supporting givebacks with Mohammed. I want to at least have, like, a sync sesh with him, and maybe Lauren as well. And of course get the scope with Willie sorted, and then be around to support. Like just like pushing the give drop. Although I haven't been pushing it very hard. But that's pretty much my role. I don't think I have anything else other than just being around to being available to support.
Do you have any comments on each section, like give drop that you said, give gardens, give backs, give farm?
Well, the big thing is this. I think it's kind of like give garden, maybe, but it's like testing the RGIV and making sure that we can actually do what we think we can do. So working with Bowen on frame, once he gets that up, then using the agent to actually talk to the distributor and see if we can actually change addresses and have the functionality that we think we have. That's a big one for this sprint. The rest, I mean, I think everyone else kind of has it on lockdown, and I hope I'm not blocking anyone. Am I blocking anybody else on anything?
I can see it here, but I think no. But
I think it's just closing up loose ends. I don't think that there's too many things that are like off our vision, or like that we don't see.
Cool. Let's go for closing comments. Let's start with Ami. Do you have any closing notes and anything to just mention? I think Ami is not there, so Griff, do you want to start and pass it on to?
Sure. Great call. I'm excited for the Kanban board and to have the vision on the big picture. And hopefully if development gets stuff sorted, we'll be adding testing to the equation too, and we'll be able to test the liquidity mining. That would be cool. I'll pass it to Lauren.
Yeah, good call. I feel just like excited to kind of like get into the work. I really want to get this comm stuff done this week and just support in the design as much as I can. Yeah, not much else to add. I'll pass it to Hannah.
Nothing much to add, just that I will be sending out the GIV spreadsheet updates as soon as we have them, and working on the current contributors part of that after we have that set, hopefully after the scout call. And I will pass it to Monique.
It's great seeing you guys. No, I'm just a guest here. Thank you. Pass it to Lauren.
I think Lauren already went, but I could go. Yeah, I don't have too much for closing thoughts. I definitely feel like a lot more up to date with what's going on, as I've been kind of absent. And I guess I just want to offer, like, maybe Lauren, if you wanted to meet up, I don't know, later today or sometime this week, and we can kind of combine forces on documentation stuff for this, because I know we were kind of working on some of that together already. But yeah, that's all I have. And Mia?
No comments from my side, thanks. Back to Donna.
Thank you guys for your time. I think it was a great meeting, and tomorrow we are using the board to see how it's just accelerate our pace and give everyone what's going on in Give economy. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for coming to the meeting, and see you tomorrow in the planning meeting. And I think we have the planning done already, and that's cool. And yeah, that's it. So we have governance call, so we can remain here.
Ooh, I like that banner. That's nice.
The banner on the agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to switch it up every few weeks. I had that other one, the governance one on there for a while. Can you guys hear me okay? I was having a lot